I was on my way home after a boring class. The rain yesterday caused shallow puddles of water all over the school lawn. One of them was blocking my way, so I jumped with the intention of jumping lightly. It was a silly idea. I slipped and fell into a puddle, and my clothes were almost all wet. Fortunately, no one seemed to have seen it, so I was relieved for now. But I heard a laugh from somewhere. The woman, slightly poking her face out of the window on the second floor of the main building next to the lawn, was looking down at me. I was about to leave with a slight displeasure. She said,
"Hey, wait a minute, it's so muddy. You're just going home, just stay there for a minute."
She disappeared from the window and came down to the first floor and approached me. She said with an apologetic expression, perhaps because my unpleasant expression was on her mind,
"I'm sorry earlier, it'll be uncomfortable if it gets wet, so please follow me. I'm the secretary of the president of the university. My name is Tess. I'll show you to a place where you can wash and change easily."
Her appearance, neatly dressed in a slightly shimmering blouse and a well-ironed skirt, was attractive enough to steal men's hearts. She led me to the shower room available to the staff, and told me,
"You can wash here. I have some clothes for the staff that you can change, so I'll get them for you."
I tried to soap from head to foot and finally rinse my whole body with water. But suddenly the water didn't come out. I was so embarrassed that I called Tess, forgetting that I was naked. I was nervous with my eyes closed tightly because I was afraid that the bubble would enter my eyes, and I explained the situation to Tess. Tess first went to the nearest bathroom to check if the water came out and got water from a bucket there and came back to me. "Tess, I'm sorry, but I can't open my eyes, so could you wash my body?" She seemed to be pondering for a moment of silence, and as soon as her hand touched me, I could tell that she was clearly very nervous. I finally came to my senses and realized that the first woman I saw today was washing my naked body. My cock quickly became huge, and as she saw it in real time, she screamed for a moment and fell back in surprise. Thanks to her, the foam on my eyes was removed, and I could check the surroundings. She fell and her clothes were all wet. "I'm sorry, Tess, what should I do about this? Your clothes are all wet."
"I can't help it, I need to wash up and change."
She began to take off her wet clothes one by one, and took off all her underwear. The figure hidden in the neat dress was very obscene, and it was enough to excite me even more. Naked, she was suddenly emboldened, approached me and grabbed my cock.
"I fell down because of this and now my butt hurts and my clothes are all wet. Your cock needs to be punished. Would you like to lie down for a moment?"
I had no choice but to obey her lead, and she got on my body and asked again, holding it to me,
"Philip, are you ready to be scolded?"
Through her cracks, which were already wet enough, my cock had been sucked in and I felt like the vacuum cleaner was being sucked in. As such, she moved her hips for a long time on my stomach, and lay flat on my stomach with a violent tremor, and was breathing fast. I hugged her tightly, leaning on me. It was a moment when I was more excited about my future school life